Thank you for joining the OpEx Driven Architecture case study research paper presentation. My name is Sebastien Andreo, I'm from Siemens, and my co-author are Ambra Cala from Siemens also and Bosch from the Chalmers University of Technology in Sweden. I started this research discussing with my colleague from the system engineering group at Siemens. In fact, at Siemens, we are not just building software, but we are also performing engineering for complex systems like power plants or complex factory automation. And I noticed that my colleagues consider operational cost in the early phases of their engineering or their design. On the other side, in the software engineering, I never seen someone considering in the early phases operational cost. My hypothesis is that for 20 years, software was always delivered with a CD. That means all operational costs of that software were at the customer side and not at the pure producer side. But nowadays, with the transformation to the different paradigm, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, or software as a service, now the software producer has to handle the operational cost of its system. So we need to find a way to handle that. This paper aims to illustrate how software architecture and design decision impact the OpEx and consequently has a crucial role in maintaining the cloud application system health. Because if you are selling your product for 20 euros per month and you have 30 euros cost, you will go bankrupt. We designed 2 case studies to demonstrate that. The 2 case studies are based on the same system. This is an overview of the system or simplified view. So basically we are collecting data from power plants with different components, with photovoltaic, battery, CHP and so on. We are collecting them in a data lake, and regularly our analytic engine is executing the different algorithms, creating KPIs, creating optimization, calculating a lot of stuff. And we also have a visualization with different widgets. To develop those algorithms and to develop those widgets, our data analyst used an IDE based on Jupyter and Python and different libraries we are using to facilitate their job. So we designed 2 case studies, one self-managed service versus managed service. So this is on the data analyst IDE side. So we compare hosting Jupyter by ourselves, creating the scalability infrastructure, and also using AWS SageMaker. The second aspect is a re-engineering of the data lake. So we started with the first solution, and regarding to the cost, we changed that solution to a new solution. In this presentation, I will just focus on the legacy storage architecture. At the beginning of the project, we used as data lake infrastructure S3 and the HDF5 file format to store our time series data. Because of some limitation, we were not able to read directly the HDF file format from S3 into the SageMaker environment. We had to transfer it or to mirror it to EFS. And EFS is a quite expensive component in the AWS. As we were onboarding more and more plants, our EFS costs were growing up. So you can see that on the right part of the slide. So we need, because we were monitoring those costs, we changed the architecture. The change of the architecture was basically changing the file format persistence. We moved from HDF5 to Parquet. And with Parquet, we were able, with the Panda libraries, to access it directly from S3. So we can get rid of the EFS cost. As you can see on the right side, we made the migration of all our projects between the January and March, and if you sum up everything, we migrate our OpEx cost for the storage from $800 to almost $100 a factor 8. So, to conclude, we have seen that an architecture decision can have major impact on the system OpEx. We believe that a quality attribute, the OpEx should become a quality attribute, and the software architect should take care, as they take care about performance and maintainability, they should take care about the OpEx. And also we have to strengthen the communication between the sales department and the software architect to align the business model to the technical realization. It is difficult for a software architect to evaluate the impact of his change because there is no method and no tool to do that in a simple way. Thank you for watching.